Hi Hal. Hal here with more Space Engineers, and today we are doing a couple of different things. I'm going to hopefully get started on the new hangar space. We're going to do a little bit more work on the tower of power, and hopefully have some fun doing it all. First, we have to get started, so let's go. So, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend and are having a terrific day thus far. We have made it all the way through the asteroid. Alright, so this is on the backside of the asteroid that we have been set up on. I'll show you what we did here. I had to readjust a couple of times, and hopefully this is mostly straight, but we'll find out. Alright, so what we did is we basically cut into the area under the stairs, and so kind of what I was talking about doing before. We're going to put in a block here to make it a little bit safer to get around in this area. Actually, while we're here, you are the gravity generator, which we just inadvertently took offline. Okay. And we're going to take you out because we're going to put the gravity generator back in there in a second. In fact, let's go ahead and... Oh, hello. We'll make sure we have this stuff positioned correctly. Alright, and then we can put the gravity generator back in there. Also means we're going to have to readjust the whole thing, but that's okay. I don't worry quite so much about that. Oh, we have to do the walkway, which should be just that. Hey, look at that. All right, so we have gravity in here again. We're up to one full G, but hiccups. Pardon me. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about the size of the gravity field right now. We are just going to worry about the acceleration, which is 4.9. Gives us half a G. Alright. Oh, actually, while we're in here, may as well just go ahead and recharge everything. Alright, so... Alright, so one of the things that I did, I took the AI out that we had. I shouldn't say I took out the NPC drone guys that would just kind of wander around the base. They weren't really wandering around the base. They would just get stuck in a corner. And you know, to be fair, it's because of the way that I have the base set up. But what would happen was they would spawn in here, and then it would just keep walking into this corner, or keep walking into this corner. And so I was walking through the base, and I'd be doing stuff, and I hear bam, bam, bam. I'm like, am I being attacked by something? Yeah, I thought I was going crazy. So I came down here and figured out what was going on. And after I figured out what was going on, yeah, I just went ahead and took that device out. So it does open up some possibilities for us. I mean, we can now move the shield generator, or not the generator, but the control table down here, which I think works a little bit better, honestly. And then I may put in like some doors or something down here. I don't know. We'll figure something out for it. All right. While I'm down here, because we can, want to go in here. We're going to use the kind of cheaty exploit. All right. And let's just kind of bring 1,000 of them over. And for those who don't know what that is anything that's connected to the supply network, you can actually access it like a control panel. So for me, by default, it's K, interacts with the to take you directly to the control panel. And then you can switch over to inventory and actually pull through there. Now, you can't do it through everything. Like, this isn't on the network and that's not on it. But so far, the med room and anything that has a system... I don't know, actually, this is in the network. Let's see if we can do it through here. Yes. So, you can do it through the control panel of anything that is actually tied into your supply grid. Alright, so good to know. Alright, so from here, I'm actually going to take... So this, down here is where we piped in a lot of stuff for the med bay and such, and that will actually end up being our supply line at some point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back through and dig all of this out all the way back. And then that'll give us a point out here where we can actually start tying into the hangar, to a hangar space. Now, I don't want the hangar to come off of the end of here and then come out. That's actually going to... we're actually going to dig into the wall a little bit. And I think we're going to do that from about here-ish. Should be somewhere around here. Well, we're inside the gravity of well anyway. Alright, I think we've gone... This should actually be pretty close. Let's go a couple more and just see if that gets us anywhere near the tunnel. Kind of drifted out of there. All right. Okay, so let's go in almost a straight line through. And that's at an angle, so that would be probably why. I know, we're digging all the way through this thing. Alright. Alright, so let's do... I want to see if this gets us anywhere near where we're supposed to be. I may have gone in the wrong direction. That might be part of it. Pretty close, actually. Almost far enough down. Alright. There we go. Alright, so that gets us... Basically, this is going to be the back of the hangar space. Which means a large chunk of stuff is going to come out of here. Alright, and if we go to here, and what we're going to do is we're going to set up another waypoint. Basically just trying to get an idea, like when we're out here, is that actually going to be far enough forward? Looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it should be pretty much in line, which means basically the back wall is going to come out here somewhere. And then I'm thinking bring it down into here. And so what that'll let us do is we'll basically cut into the wall. so that we can have the hangar recessed back here and have it be big enough to get, the ships that we want in and out of this thing. Now, I'm not quite sure what the final size of this hangar is going to be, and part of what we're going to run into is getting it all situated. Because right now, what we'll probably do is that this hole we just cut through here, which is over here somewhere. Where'd we lost our pilot hole? Is it up there? No, it should be down here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, so basically what we're going to end up with is something that starts somewhere around this area. And we'll probably have to take this portion out for it. And then it'll basically span over here somewhere. We'll do some calculations and try and figure out exactly how much room we need and how much room we have. I might change the angle on that approach. Because what we have, like right here, is straight through. So what I may do is where we've got it coming out through the back wall there. So here, I may do like a 45 dog leg. So instead of going that way, we'll go that way a little bit. And then that will actually be our straight line. So what we'll do is we'll have this come in and we'll have a bit of a transition. And then a straight wall out. So that'll allow us to hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. One of the things I'll have to do is like I said, I have to dig out to this point, get some framing in so that we can actually get stuff in place. And then we'll do an assessment once we get up to there. I do think that what we're going to need to do, actually, if we bring it out that way, yeah, I think it would be good to have it do a slight twist. But it's going to cause more work because I'm going to have to play with the angles to get everything to fit properly. We'll see. We'll see. But we now have a tunnel all the way out, which makes it a little easier to get some stuff done. Okay, so talking about the Tower of Power. This thing has been doing great for me. It's pulled in a whole lot of power. And now that we've gotten most of the batteries, I don't know if we've got all the batteries. I think we've got no, we got them all now. So now that we have all the batteries online, we can store a whole lot of power in here. So now the follow-up on this is we wanted to get some stuff down in here, and I've been thinking about what I was going to do with it. So if you remember, I said I kind of wanted to put like a reactor room or something in here, something that allowed us to store and produce power in the case we had something blow up, like if we lose the supply line or something. So what I may do is, well, because this has got its own storage, its own power storage, and it has power generation, we don't really have to put reactors in here. So I think what we'll do is in that hallway we just dug, we'll dig an offshoot that we'll put a reactor room into, and we'll have maybe like 3 or 4 reactors in there, large reactors, which will help with multiple things, including base defense, because then we can route most of that power through our shields. All right. So we now have a whole lot more storage, and I may go ahead and just pipe in a couple of more cargo blocks, because it would be nice to get all that exposed cargo out of where it is, and then I can fill that in with like tanks or something down, or I could even just leave it as overflow if we put inventory management in of some kind, any of the inventory scripts would allow us to basically have the ones up here designated for actual materials and the ones down there designated for stone or, you know, unprocessed ore. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay, so let's get some of this in here really quick. And I'll show you what we did up on the top here in just a moment. So I'm thinking we will have a control room up here, like an engineering station or something, because one of the nice things is that this area is so far away from all the production stuff. It is completely quiet up here, so I'm thinking we're going to put some habitation up in this area. Alright. Okay, and then when that is all the way down, we are good for several blocks. We're going to do the same thing over here. Like I said, we want this to be usable space. I'm just going to go ahead and close some of this up. And what I'm thinking here on this side is we're going to do a little bit, you know, have a little bit of fun with the design here. Alright, and then from there we do that. And I'm thinking we'll probably come back, take those out, and change up which blocks are there. Hi. Alright.
No energy.
Ah, crap. Why didn't you guys tell me I was almost out of time? Sheesh. Alright. I know. Come on, get in there. And that's one of the reasons why I want to put habitation up there. But that way we'll have, I'm thinking we may put a second med bay up there. So we'll have one med bay down in the primary habitation area, near the command center. We'll have another one up in the tower of power, and then we'll probably have an actual med bay set up on that same hallway that we're going to put the reactor room on. So what I'm thinking is that the reactor room, okay, yeah, we're full power. Mayday and Mayday. Okay, we're not going to worry about that. I'm thinking that the reactor room is going to be over on this side, so it'll be basically in more of the stone, because, you know, this is a pretty thick piece of stonage, and the shield generator is all sorts of wonky. I'm going to have to go play with the settings, try to get that a little bit better dialed in. But what basically it'll end up being behind the hangar in the middle of the asteroid, so that way if any of the AI comes in, it has to get through the shield, through the hangar, through the asteroid to get into the room, and then that room is actually going to be completely heavy armor blocks. And I may even do that like 2 or even 3 blocks thick. But yeah, we do need to get the station systems sorted out, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to get as much of the power system online as I can, because the more power that we have in here and the more power production we have going on, the easier it is to get the power that we need to keep everything running. Alright, so anyway, let's talk about what's up here. Okay, so we are in the process of putting in the force field doors. Now, what I didn't realize was that apparently these have been updated. So there's actually a new model for them. I don't know when that happened. I didn't look at the last update. But each one of these things, these are the 10 block force field doors. These things take 1,000 superconductors each. So that's 17,000 superconductors on that side. And then on this side, because these are shorter runs, these are 7 blocks at 700 superconductors each for just shy of another 12,000 of these things. I'm going to run out of gold, so I am going to have to do some off-camera mining, go get some gold and get some things up and running, but we are slowly but surely working our way through these. And now these are not online yet, so they are missing superconductors, and these guys are missing basically everything, because we keep putting stuff in range of Bob, and Bob is like playing with his priorities. So you are heavy or light? You are light. Let's go ahead and patch that hole. Any more holes down here? There's one there. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. So basically, that's what I've been working on. I had, I think, like 12 or 14K gold. Let me see here. I don't remember. So I've got 9K left. So yeah, I think it was somewhere between 12 and 14K. And when these were all queued up, it was like 19-ish K gold ingots is what you need. So we're going to need to go mine probably about 15-20K worth of gold. Right? Yeah, something like that. In order to produce enough ingots to have everything up and running. Alright, so looks like we've got all this in here. Do I have... No, I don't. Go ahead and do this. I'm going to grab some plates. We're going to go ahead and stack you guys together. Grab 100 plates. And I am going to put cargo in here. Let Bob get these up and done. I'm going to run conveyors through here. And I think I'm going to, I don't want to T-tap that. I think what we'll need to do then is that to there to there. Bob should be able to get that. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. You need grids, lots of grids. I need a couple hundred grids. All right. So let's go into production. We are going to do, yeah, we'll do 1,000 grids. Why not? You are producing lots of stuff. Let's go this way with it. See if we can hopefully get those up and running. And that should really be enough. Do I want to T-spike that? Yeah, let's T-spike that. Okay. And then that will allow us to have a pipe coming up over here and feeding into our habitation area or something. So that way we'll be able to pressurize the area out here and have access to inventory, hopefully. Some of these walls on this side will probably come out. And what I'm thinking is over here is we'll do... that will be a thing. I mean, I guess I could put the half wall back in there. But the idea is that we're going to have a window that looks down into this area. So you'll be able to come over and, you know, I don't know, have a small observation post, and then we'll have some windows in the top, which will let you be able to see what's going on with the power station. Alright. Okay, I think that's that. Yeah, okay. And that gets us most of this stuff done at this point. And okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint that because we can. Oh, am I using the other paint out here? Oh, I am. Okay, I'm using the not quite so clean white. There we go. There we go. Okay, and then that allows me to put, we're gonna have a door here. So let's get some of the stuff out of our inventory. Grab our door block here. So we're going to do the small space airlock because that actually has been working better for us. And I'm thinking, I'm kind of wanting to have this set up so that we can get into the base down here. Oh, but I don't know if I want to have another one of those access ports, ladder ports like we did before. Because if we do that, that means we're going to need that to come out to there. And then then it'll drop down. Yeah, that might not be bad. Because if I do once I get down to that point, if I do a window on the back, we could have this actually be basically a big tube. That actually might not be bad. Oh, I know how I can do it. I know exactly how I can do it. Okay. Stick with me here for a second. Let's go here. We're gonna go look at our plate area. Let's drop those off. We'll keep the regular plates right now. I want you guys. Okay. So if we say this is the area that the ladder is coming down in, right? Oh, I need construction components for that, I think. Let's grab something like that. Okay. So if we have, so imagine, if you will, you need interior plates is what you actually need. Son of a just put them back. There you go. Alright, so let's say coming down from the big column there, and I'll probably put this like exactly in the middle of that, or as close to the middle of that as possible, so that it's coming down. So let's say this area over here is what goes up into the cavern. This is coming out of the cavern, right? So if we place, you know, a bunch of ladders like so, what we can do is we can have, let's go 2x1 and then 45s. Where are you at? Okay. So I'm wondering if we can get it to do this. I'm not sure it'll do what I want it to do, but we're going to try it. So we'll have to have it
low.
So basically we'll have to have something like that, maybe. Actually, I guess we'd have to. Alright, so end up with something like that. And then on the other side, like that. And then for you guys, I don't know if I would do them on the inside or outside of that. And then you're going to be more up here. Check something really quick. So yes, we would need them to be that way. Okay. So you end up with something that works like this. And we're just going to do enough of these to get them in place. We don't need to worry too much about what we're doing. So when you are on the ladder, so when you're climbing up and down the ladder, you'll have that. So you end up with this nice big open area, and what we'll do is we'll work on opening this stuff up so that you'll be able to fly through here or climb the ladder. So if you're out of hydrogen, you'll be able to do it safely. If you're, you know, got hydrogen, you'll have the ability to fly up through here. Oh, I think that'll look nice when that's done. Okay, so we will let that go. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll have that come, and that'll come, that entire structure will come down here from the middle, which should tie into this actually pretty nicely. And then we can have it, once you're down here, we can have something set up where we have a couple of flights of stairs coming down. Actually, I mean, we could probably get away with slightly offsetting that so that it's a little bit further over on that side, so that it comes down past this, and then it would just come straight down into a small antechamber, and then have that come over and go into the hangar space. Alright, let's get over here really quick so we don't come close to killing ourselves again. Okay, I think that's going to be the idea. Alright, so the question is do we want to do that or work on the hangar? Because the hangar's a little bit more useful for us right now, and this is more detailing work. Alright, I think we're gonna let's do this portion first, since the tower is mostly done. It's just, you know, waiting for components to finish. And then that gets us tied into, that gets the tower tied into the hangar, which is then tied into the rest of the station. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Alright, so let's get this opened up. And we are going to have it come in here on this line, which wouldn't be bad, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's split the difference and have it come in here. Alright. So if we do that, we can then have... Come here, you. See if I can catch that angle right. You're really not going to let me catch that angle? There we go. Alright. And so this ends up being the end of what'll be the glass tube down here. I'm thinking we don't need the floor to be glass on this one. Let's go something like that, maybe. Because what I'm curious is to see is how close do we get. Alright, so this actually works out pretty well, I think. Because what this allows us to do is have this be a hallway off of the room that this drops down into. And let's see which one of these is closest to. Yeah, that one's going to be the one we want. Okay, so this is going to be our floor. We're going to come off the ladder here. Ish. Yeah, it should be there. Alright, so if we go. Let's do something like this. And do we know? And then we can get rid of that for a second. What I'm thinking here is something along these lines. I mean, I guess we could even go and then figure out like if we want to cut into that or something. Alright, so let's make this 3. Alright, and then you guys would go like so. And so this will give us a 3x3 interior area, which that's the middle, right? Yeah. So then we can do our door. I don't know if I want to do the offset doors or not, because I'm not sure that these will hold air out here. I think we're going to have to do sliding doors, which is fine. I mean, it's not a huge thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you would have a door here, a door here, and since we have the lines here, we can put a junction in, split this off, and have it run O2 into the main line here, and then have another area over here, say right here. And if we go something like that, and basically that'll allow us to run I don't know if we want window on this side. I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to go a little simple with this. What I'm thinking here is we run us straight back this way, which allows us to then use the block that is no longer the block I want. Alright. Which allows us to do that. Come on. Thank you. Alright. So we can run these back this way. And then what we can do from here is have it basically set up where it'll have a vertical window to a 45. So you'll be able to see above you, but have it all sealed off. That could work pretty nicely, actually. And if we do the windows on this from this grid, that means we can put lighting out here. Alright, so you would just end up being more of the same. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig that out just a little bit. Actually, can I? Maybe we can get away with it this way. Yep. And there we go. Let Bob pick that up, hopefully. Actually, you know what? I'm not waiting for him. There we go. And we do that. Gives us the space we need there. And I guess we could, if we really wanted to, have this expand outward, but it's fine. We'll just do that. Alright, so that gives us most of our walkway. You, sir, are going to basically do that. There we go. Alright, so you're gonna go that way. I mean, I guess I could actually take this all the way back to here. Do 45 and then a flat on the top instead. So we would end up with what? Like that. And then we can have you guys be something like that. Just to give us a little bit more security on the way everything is tied together over here. Because see, what I was originally planning was something like this. Actually. And then you guys just pipe in that way. So we could end up with so we're just kind of spitballing this as we go. I'm not really, as you can probably tell, I'm not really planning too much on it. Which means if we do that, you guys have to come out.
Energy Energy low.
So there, I think. And then we end up with these guys like so. And that'll give us some interesting lines, I think. Alright. So let's flip. Nope, that's right. I had it right the first time. So you guys are going like that. And you guys. Do that. Alright, so it'll come out here. There will be, I'm thinking we're going to put a door over here. You know how I like to compartmentalize my buildings. Alright. Almost wondering if it makes sense to put a... See, if this was offset so that it was down, like the half blocks were, it would make sense to put in the two-part ramp there so you're stepping down into the hangar area. But because of the way everything is set up, so we'll have the conveyor vent here. There'll be a window looking in here. I'm thinking I may even put the heavy window in here, which might not be bad. That would be... let's cut that out of there for right now. Thinking maybe something like this or like this.
Energy critical.
I think that's going to be better. And then we can do the same on this side. How about if we flip these? So if we do them this way. And I can always replace those. So, but let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know what you think about this. If you want to see these, if you think these should be flat or if you think they should be recessed, because I'm kind of liking the idea of the way they were before, because you would be able to see down the hallway where the doorway was before you got to it. But I think it'll have to be finished before we can actually decide on that particular one. All right, let's go grab some plates, or not some plates. Let's go grab some power. Sheesh. I should put a vending machine up here just to have a quick way to burn a couple of credits. Actually, how many credits do I have? Still over 2 million. Yeah, wouldn't be bad to have a remote system in there. This also gives us the ability to have a small area for well, here, I'll show you in a second. So you know how we have these little utility craft, so we don't have to put them in and out of the hangar all the time. We could put a small landing pad over here. So you're going to come down, the ladder's going to end here. So we could actually put a doorway here that comes out into this space. And then we'd end up with basically end up with a utility craft landing area. That could be something. Alright, so if we go from here, that goes, so that's one space, so that is exactly where I needed it to be. Okay. So let's get the ladder started here. because I'm kind of curious to see how far up we can take this. I'm not sure exactly that the lines meet up where I need them to be, and so I may end up doing some excavation. Alright. Yeah, see, I'm one block too far forward. Alright, so if I bring the mining rig over, I mean, that is really quick excavation work. Actually, you know what? So yeah, that should work for us here. And that actually gives me the ability to run solid block, which is cheaper, further. That gets us up to there-ish. Alright. And we're back. Alright, so it's been a little while. Alright, so basically what we were talking about doing was something like this. And then I realized I didn't have all of the spaces factored in properly. So we're going to end up with something a little bit like this. So kind of splitting the difference on it. So what I'm thinking is we're actually going to take that out for a second. And placing that in there. And then on the other side, we're basically going to do the same thing on this side. Because it doesn't need to be exactly perfect. There we go. And then that's going to basically serve us as a, I guess we can get away with that. I guess if we really want to, we can do that. Alright. And then basically we'll just continue these lines all the way down. And what that will allow us to do is to have basically this be a closed tube, but all windows. So that if you're taking the expressway using your jetpack, you'll be able to, you know, have a nice view of what's going on around you. So if we do that, I mean, I guess we could, let's see, if we went, how do we have that? Actually, I want you the other way, I want you that way. So if we do this all the way down, what I'm trying to do is give it a mounting surface for other windows. So this is going to come all the way down like so. Damn, so close. All right. I may actually need to flip that. And so no, that'll work. All right. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we can get that, and then those will probably just do a flat back on this thing all the way down. I may end up making it the full, we'll probably just do a flat back all the way down because there's not really anything to look at there. maybe we'll do like a regular window or something on the back of it. Alright. So that's going to come on this side. See if we can get a few more of these in place. That way you can see, you know, we can take a look at and see if this is what we want to end up with as far as the windows are concerned. And should be enough room for one or two more, yes. There's one there. And one there. Okay. We are safe to remove that. And we can do that. And I think we're just going to go ahead and latch that in there. There we go. Alright. And so when you get to a certain point down here, we'll have to take some of this out just to clean this up. Yeah, I think I like the way that that came out. I mean, we could, if we really wanted to, from, say, this point down. Well, crap. It already caught up to me. I'm sitting there like, well, why can't I place this thing? I mean, I guess we could. We need that one. Guess we could just go like that. But like I said, you're not really getting anything from that. I mean, I guess it looks okay, right? Let me know. We need all sorts of feedback from everybody, so let me know what you think about the overall design and look of this thing. But I think we're going to go ahead and call this one here because I've got a lot more of these to place, and I've got some other things that I need to get done, and that is one of those little light fighters, which we might go do a little salvage on. They're not really worth salvaging because they've got a small grid large reactor on them. That's about the best thing on it. I think it has like maybe 5 or 10 uranium in it. It's not much, but yeah, I don't know, this is kind of growing on me, but let me know what you think. Like I said, we could always just do the half blocks all the way across the back of it. Gives us, actually we can still mount on the inside of this, so we can actually put lights in here, so that's actually gonna work pretty good either way. Alright, so on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those down in the section below. I think on this side we are going to go with the half blocks here. And let's take you out. We'll just continue that one down to there, because this is basically where it gets outside of the stone. Oh, yeah, got a lot to do. Alright, so I'm going to get out of here. If you are new to the channel and you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that subscribe. Not only do the likes, subscriptions, and even the comments really do help me, you know, understand what you're enjoying, and they do help the channel to grow. It's also a nice thing to do for us on this lovely day. So anyway, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here on Wednesday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. So much to get done.